Hi, Kathryn. This is Rebecca with your critique for assignment 1. So these are really interesting. I love what you did here. The Disneyland image with adding ears to everybody is just a great idea, and I think that the colors were really fun. This reminds me of like if you were to get a hold of this picture and draw on it or something when you were little. Um, and I think that that's totally appropriate for the the place where the picture was taken, as well as, it's a family fun thing. So I think that was a great idea. Um, I would have liked to see the contrast in the picture. I'd like to see some richer blacks. There's the opportunity. This woman back here is wearing some black pants, and there's some black in her outfit, unless it's navy blue. But there's opportunity to have this be more rich and three-dimensional looking. Right now it's pretty washed out and flat, and it's also pretty warm. There's like a yellow cast on this image, and that's kind of how this film in the 70s and 60s was. There, some of it had a warmer tone to it, but as you can see, like the color isn't necessarily completely correct. This is supposed to be white, these highlights on this shirt, and they're a little bit on the yellow side. So for future restoration pieces, just keep that in mind. It looks like you colored in some of the flowers in the dresses, and that was a really nice effect as well. And it would have been kind of fun if you continued that on with these flowers on the bushes back here, or some of the green flowers shapes in this outfit here. Just spread it through the whole thing. I also wonder what this would have looked like if you had put real Mickey ears in there, but I don't think it would have had the same effect. So I like the hand-drawn element. And as we learn to use some of the other tools in Photoshop, you could make these shapes even more circular and elliptical, as opposed to like a mouse drawing with your mouse, not with your Mickey Mouse. Just kidding. So anyway, great idea, great concept, and it did effectively change the context of the picture. So this is your other image here, and it was turned in as a PSD file, not a PDF file. So I had to open it in Photoshop. So I read what you did, and I didn't understand your idea for changing the context of the image. It just seemed more like a celebration of your grandfather, which is great. I totally love that. And cleaning up the photo, it looks really nice. I love the sepia tone. Adding the tablecloth across the back over on this side was a really nice effect because it balances this side out. The only thing I noticed is that you get a sharp edge here. So I can tell that you copied this side here. So let me zoom in so you can see what we're looking at. That's right here where it just goes straight black to this white tablecloth. It loses its illusion, So what you would want to do is pasted another tablecloth in there and cut along the edge here and cut out that shape so that it just filled in that one spot behind your grandpa, and continuing the shadow over it. If you could have done that, that would have been cool too. Also, the tablecloth doesn't continue behind them as well, but that one is kind of understandable because there is a dark shadow there, so that one isn't really messing with the illusion as much as this sharp edge here. But everything else looks great. I can't tell where there was a skeleton or a person in a chair, so you did a great job removing those things. And I think removing the skeleton probably does change the context of the image, unless it's, this was a Halloween party or something along those lines, But I think that this image would be kind of weird with a skeleton in it. So this takes away those distracting elements. But yeah, next time when you submit something, please submit both pictures as PDFs, or all 3 pictures, whatever the assignment calls for, as PDFs in the same post, not in separate posts. And please, when you submit your idea, submit it in the idea forum and not in the assignment forum. But other than that, keep up the great work. I think that you've definitely learned a lot of great things throughout the past few weeks and applied them well to these images.